3, 4. Detector out.
Hey, good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm up in Glendale this morning. We just got a southbound and went through. That was L425, the Connersville local. But first off, you're going to see Y127, M506, and Norfolk Southern's 26C. I'm hanging out with Buckeye Freight Rail, and it's over there. I'm hanging out with that little high little number 2. We're getting some trains on this balmy Veterans Day. The wind, man, it really does cut cold, but that's all right. I'm enjoying it anyways. I went over to Bluebird Cafe over there, got a free cookie for Veterans Day, and I'm headed to a soul food restaurant up in Sharonville later to get some free lunch. And who knows, that might be on the video too. We'll figure that all out as it goes. We're waiting for them trains, and once it gets here, or once they get here, I'll get her rolling. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, good morning and happy Veterans Day to you. I'm in Glendale, hanging out with Buckeye Freight Rail areas right there. We got our trucks all lined up right here, staying warm. We got 127 coming up. A little breezy out here. It's starting to warm up. I see it snowed a little bit. There it goes. Not a whole lot to get done today, but he's got enough. We're still waiting on trains. It's been kind of dead here, so yeah, if it stays dead here, we can figure it out somewhere else. Well, that's the first one of the day, folks. Hopefully that opens it up and it starts tonight. But hey, like I said, it snowed a little bit. We got about a couple inches here. Some place in Ohio, like Wilmington, got about 4 to 5 inches. But it's supposed to be almost 40 degrees today, so it'll start to melt off and it's going to warm up. We'll go back to seasonal temperatures. Makes for a good November. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. It's been a little bit, but we got a train coming. He's coming on one. And I believe there's one behind him, too. So, check the signals here, see if we get a lunar, anything like that. All right, gates going down there. Sharon Road. I am in Glendale, Ohio. Glendale, Ohio. I found one of my gloves. The other one's in the truck somewhere. I usually don't go out for Veterans Day to get free food, but there's a soul food restaurant up the street giving away free meals today for vets. I'm going to get me some catfish, straight up. Maybe I'll put that on the video. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Carbon dioxide. You know, as long as the wind doesn't blow, it ain't bad. It's when you get that breeze, that's when it gets chilly. And hydrous ammonia, lots of it. Also lots of propane. This is probably M506. I ain't seen him in a while. The last time I saw him during the day was in Fostoria. That was a while ago. Water. Oh. 2 tankers on it said water. I ain't never seen that before. Loaded auto racks right here, man. There's Canos on that auto rack there. It's a big one. Got a good train right here. M506. Headed up to Wallbridge, Ohio. High in the middle and round on both ends. Finishing off with a big old cut of auto racks here. They look like they's loaded. Springs are compressed. Three-eyed kitty cat. I don't know what that was all about. Alrighty-o, folks. M506 headed up to Wallbridge, Ohio. Fan-freaking-tastic, y'all. Well, that was awesome. We're going to get another train. I heard there's one right behind him, so stand by. Alright, everybody, as we look at the old depot here, we got a 196 axle train coming on the old B&O here. It's a Norfolk Southern train. Looks like an intermodal. Probably 26C. They don't go by 26C on CSX tracks. They go out of Z designation. And we'll give him a good old wave as he comes by. We have nothing lined up for southbound wise that I could see. Looks like he's only got 2 locomotives today. 196 axles, kind of short. So I'm looking down the tracks down there. It looks like somebody's trees and house and yard got TP'd. I don't know. I've never had my yard or house TP'd before, but and I've never actually done it. But honestly, it looks like it's a pain in the ass to clean up, especially if it's at the top of the tree. You can't get up there. One little single stack of all these double stackers. slowly trying to warm up here. All right, there goes Norfolk Southern 26C, probably by Z whatever. 196 axles. See the toilet paper down there? Somebody got TP'd, y'all. Alrighty, folks, there they go. Well, stay tuned for me. All right, everybody, we got us a southbound coming down track 1 here. I didn't even get to put my dang hat on, so my head's gonna get cold here, but I don't care. We got a southbound, man. Bet you this is Connersville. Seems like it may be. Full tankers, full grainers. We'll see. Woo-wee. Man, that wind's cold. Yeah, that's Connersville. Empty trash cars coming. Problem is with the southbound here, if you don't call anything on the radio, you don't hear anything on the radio, and you ain't paying attention, you might miss it. Luckily, I was paying attention. Oh, these trash cars still stink. There ain't nothing in them and they stink. Joe Bob. All right. There goes L425, the Connersville local. I'm freezing, so guess what? I'm going back in the truck. Stay tuned. Well, I'm sitting here and I thought I heard something. Look. There's a Jeep. Cheapy 40-2 for TO2. Going to get some cars. It's all good. He'll be back. He's on the main right now, so ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on anywhere. That's all right. It's almost lunchtime. Well, look at that. They got some construction equipment going on here. A pile of sand. Wonder what they're doing. All right. Well, stay tuned. All right, everybody. Train action is kind of nil. I mean, it's very slow today. Obviously, I mean, it's Veterans Day, so I don't know like what that has to do with anything. But since it's Veterans Day, I went up the street here in Sharonville, got some food from Miss Jade's Soul Food. They've been in business for 7 years, but they just opened up that location in May of this year. So I look at that. Oh, so that catfish and fries. That's on it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna eat it. I'm gonna deconstruct and eat. Oh. Fries are pretty good. I also got a Mountain Dew to drink because why not? It's Veterans Day. I normally don't drink soda. Try to stay away from it, but got it today. Get it done. Anyway. And I actually haven't gone out to partake in a free Veterans Day meal in a while. So it's nice to do that. I used to go to Golden Corral all the time. Like, go to Golden Corral, especially when I was homeless for like 3 years. Like, go to Golden Corral on Veterans Day, get a free meal. I don't even care if I was sitting there by myself. And I think that's where I met a couple people. Actually, that's where I met Keith Maupin in Golden Corral and Micah, which is Matt Maupin's brother, if you guys are familiar with that name. He was taken prisoner in Iraq and was murdered by those scumbags, by the terrorist scumbags, not Iraqis, but terrorist scumbags, you know what I mean. Catfish, fried catfish, one of my favorite things. So I love that. But yeah, it's Veterans Day. If you're a veteran, you watch the channel, what do you do for Veterans Day? Like, do you get a free meal? Do you celebrate with friends? Do you celebrate with families? Is it a solace day for you? Kind of like Memorial Day is for me. It's a solace day. I celebrate by living my life. Because that is the way our fallen brothers and sisters would want us to live. Live our life, be happy, party, do whatever you want to do. Film trains, film yourself eating and talking to the camera. So, this one over here said she wasn't really hungry.
Chicken wings.
But she got chicken wings. And yams. Yeah, yams. We'll open up that. We'll show that off here in a second.
They're super hot.
Take a bite of this catfish.
Good. Look at these yams.
Yeah, look at that. They smell good. I was trying to get some rice and gravy out of this whole deal, but I didn't. So that's fine. I'll have to go back there for dinner or another lunchtime at some point in the future. I'm really sorry for doing this inside the truck. It's cold and windy out. I definitely don't want to be outside right now doing the lunchtime chat. This is some really good catfish. Places that serve catfish, and if it's not done properly, I really judge them based on that.
There's a good chicken wing.
Yeah. There was a place close to my house called French Toast Heaven, and they had catfish and eggs, and that was my go-to order for there. And I think they still have places in Cincinnati somewhere. Just that location in Green Hills has closed. Oh, I could not go there anymore. But back to Veterans Day and how you guys celebrate. So tell me in the comments below how you celebrate. I know across the pond over there, UK, that it's Remembrance Day. Fun fact. They were talking on the radio on Bob and Tom about World War I, and one of them was like, as I'm always call that, it was the Great War. So, didn't always refer to it as the First World War. One of my favorite posts that I see on social media every year is it's like the sounds of a battle in World War I. Like you can hear the artillery, the guns, the explosions. And at 11:11 a.m., after the treaty was signed, Treaty of Versailles, everything goes quiet, right? And then you start hearing the birds again. It's like really powerful. That's one of my favorite posts that I hear. And I haven't seen it on social media today, so I haven't shared it. So for the select few of you that are my Facebook friends, now I don't approve everybody, so like, don't go try to find me, and I might let you sit in the ether for days trying to figure out who you are. It's really hard to keep up with that sometimes. And speaking of that, like I've had a couple people that are localized Rail fans here find me on Facebook, which is fine. Like I can figure out who you are. If I met you, I'm definitely going to approve you. I know Tim, not Timmy Frierson, but Tim, I think that's your Thiesman, that's your last name, butchered. I apologize, buddy. You told me about this place, and like it's in Evendale / Sharonville, and I've kind of like, I think it's more Evendale, like where the Newcastle sub almost runs into the Dayton district. It's the Vaughn connector or whatever, yard or whatever they want to call that. And drove back there. Generally, if I go to a place like that and it says no trespassing, or somebody tells me this, I'm not going to go back there. You know, out of respect, I don't want to ruin it for other rail fans. Not saying that you would, because you'd be different, but you know, maybe one day I will. Maybe I'll get up my butt to go back there. But could be like Canal Ridge, you know, like we all go to Canal Ridge, and we're not technically supposed to be up at Canal Ridge. So that's all railroad property. But I definitely don't mind that rail fans are up there. Just as long as we don't do anything stupid, we stay up the tracks. You know, don't try to get that perfect shot where you're on the rails and there's a train coming. Because there's 3 tracks there. You know, so you definitely got to be careful. There's only a few places that I'll technically trespass. And when I'm filming in Canova, I'll walk across those CSX tracks. Depending on where the sun is and all that.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chilling with my homies, eating macaroni.
Anyways, so next I want to talk about is my editing platform. I use Wondershare Filmora, and there's a ton of YouTubers out there that use that, and I really, really like it. It's not, I mean, it's free to download, but to export without a watermark, you have to pay for it. We have to, like, a subscription, which is fine. Like, all platforms are going to be that way. Every single one of them, no matter which one you download. And that's fine. So I don't have a problem paying for it. But there's some kind of weird snafu where for like a day, it was telling me I had to purchase a new subscription, which isn't the case because I renewed it. I think I accidentally auto-renewed it like 3 times. So it might be available till like February. Hold on, I'm getting signals that I should try a yam. Look at that. Oh, yammers. Boom. That's good.
I might have to go get some for Thanksgiving.
But, so, that's why yesterday, what are we doing?
I was trying to tell if there was a train coming.
Oh.
I heard a rumble, but it must have been that truck.
Yeah, it's trucks. That's the only thing was sitting here is like trucks. I'm on the edge of Sharonville, Evendale, and Springdale right now. Along the Newcastle district. I think this is mile marker 18 is where I am. So there's a defect detector like 5 or 6 miles up that way. So Sorry, that was the end of the catfish, the really crispy part. And they fry it. I wish I had to shut my mouth and eat that for a second. But yeah, so there's a platform that I had to purchase it, or a snafu or something, or I had to purchase whatever. So I did that. So on Sunday, I couldn't get a video out that I wanted to get out for early Monday morning, but I got it out at 11 a.m. Actually at 11:05 as a premiere. And I was going to stay on there and try to do a live chat with you guys, but I couldn't figure that out either. So I want to do a premiere and a live chat at least, I'd say, once every couple of weeks with you guys. I would love to do that, or like a live broadcast. I have the cameras and stuff to do it. I got all the equipment I need to do a live broadcast. I want to, in the near future, like invest in better cameras, invest in a microphone that I can put right here. But the microphone on this, on my Galaxy, on my Samsung Galaxy, is fantastic. I do like it. It just sounds really clear. It's actually much clearer than if I mess with the voice enhancer on Filmora. So, but don't tell the Filmora folks I said that. Anyways, got that video out. I'm all fixed up. It's all squared away. Problems non-existent. But I've run into some snags with Filmora recently. I would say within the last month. I haven't been bad snags, but I'm always, if I can find something better, I'm always in the search for something better. I'm always in the search for something more efficient to make things roll smoothly, to work smarter, not harder type of thing. I'm 42 years old. I don't want to work that hard anymore. I work hard, but if there's a way for me to work smarter, I work smarter, not harder. Don't tell Mrs. Boast that. These fries are amazing. And the funny thing is, I've been trying to swear off potatoes, like, not swear them off, I guess, but like eat way less. Because potatoes, I mean, they're good for you, but French fries, definitely not healthy. But they taste good.
I'm trying to save you a chicken wing, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Dang, that person's flying. Oh well. So yeah, there really hasn't been much train traffic today. Like, where's the food this morning? I got those. I have one locomotive, that Jeep that went northbound here, which is TO2 for Norfolk Southern, goes up to Continental Mineral, Purina, and General Mills. Which, speaking of Purina, they are probably, I think, almost done with that Purina plant out there in Batavia, like Batavia area. So if you're familiar with the tri-state area, Batavia Township is out on the east side in Claremont County. I'm in Hamilton County. It's about 45 minutes, maybe, give or take, from my house to there. And that plant is massive. Massive. So you guys seen Jawtooth's videos of him out there with the Cincinnati Eastern Railroad? That's their territory. And they're going to be working that. And they need about 60 to 80 rail cars per day. And I don't know about you that have watched any of Jawtooth's videos with the Cincinnati Eastern Railroad. They don't have that capabilities to handle that. So, you know, maybe they'll get more, or, you know, those are, Norfolk Southern owns the track. They own that line still. because that was their line. That used to be the Norfolk Western Peavine line. Went all the way down to Portsmouth, Ohio. But that section between, I think, what is that? Turns off right there. So the section that goes down from like US 32 down to Portsmouth is now abandoned. Like it doesn't exist. And I mean, the tracks are still there, but there's washouts everywhere. And it's a beautiful area through there, Southern Ohio. I've driven there plenty of times. I'm probably going to drive it tomorrow, actually. And I got to go down to Marshall University for about an hour and a half. We're a 3-hour drive versus hour and a half. A little get together. But we're going to film in Canova because it's right down the street, and in Ironton. Chicken wing.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
I think they use the same breading on the chicken wing that they do the
catfish? Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely. Holy cow, that's yummy. I guess chicken wings aren't the most flattering thing to eat on camera, but
sorry, I gave it to him, guys.
I'm not a flattering person. Enough. I will eat everything that's edible on a chicken. Everything. If I can chew it, I mean it. All right. Now I need a napkin.
I gotta get into my mom's stash.
Even in my pickup truck.
Here's your mom's stash.
All right. So, got my Mountain Dew. Like I said, I don't normally drink soda, but it sounded good, and it's Veterans Day. Dang, that's good. It's like drinking a piece of candy. Well, I got this pumpkin cookie. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you guys my pumpkin cookie. Got a free pumpkin cookie from Bluebird Bakery and Cafe in Glendale. They didn't have the chocolate chip ones ready. I wonder if I go in there, if I get a chocolate chip one. What do you think?
Probably.
So, might go back to Glendale, see what's going on there, because there's nothing happening here. What do you guys think? I should share my cookie with
I got a pumpkin bar. I don't need to share, but thank you.
You're a loss. Well, that was good. Let's wash down my sugar cookie and frosting with Mountain Dew. Sugary Mountain Dew, which has really a lot of sugar. I swear Mountain Dew has more sugar than it ever had. I should not look at that. And I am not going to drink all this either because that's a ton of sugar. Man. Okay. One more swig. Oh, yes. If you see that black mark behind me on the seat, that is from my Blackstone grill. That was in here for like 2 weeks.
Oops.
Whatever. Gives a truck character. Well, all right, folks. That's all I got for this one. There's some radio action going on. I don't know, maybe TO2's coming back. Maybe I'll get something. But that's all I got for this one. Let's go find some trains, shall we? Stay tuned. All right, everybody. Got a train coming. Finally. Been waiting for a while. Looks like we got a CSX train. Looks like I-141. Ooh, that wind. Still cuts cold. Ooh, that wind. All right, CSX I-141. I have to put my bearskin skull cap back on. It's wind. Look at that. I think I said Norfolk Southern 143 was behind this guy. Something about a 55G. And there was a 7 mile. So something is behind him. And then something was behind that. Crazy how quiet this thing is. There. Cool. Here goes the white ninja. Just saw that. Whew. Oh man, that wind is nuts. I am ready to get out of it. one here. I don't see the auto racks yet. I left my hand warmers in my coat. I took that off. A lot of snow on these cars. Wow, this is a big one. This is a really long train. I-141 has been really long lately. Every time I've been catching it, it just seems like it's long. But it is that time of season where they make them long. Oh, there's the auto racks. I'd say. Excuse me. See some SUVs. Comes the end of I-141 on their way to Louisville, Kentucky, and point south. Alrighty-o, folks. There goes I-141 on their way to Kentucky. On the way to the Bluegrass State. They got to work the ramp down to Queensgate, and they'll be on their way. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. We got a coal train coming. This coal train's Georgia Power and Light. Check that out. SD43 on the back. This one, well, front coal, but I guess it's not Georgia Power and Light. I'm sorry about that. Had 3 coal cars on the front. That's it. The only way that's going. I'm not sure what train this is. Radios are just not working well today, and yelled at by Mueller here, so I'm really sorry, Mueller. Train was coming. This could be M507 or M511. This could be M561. I'm trying to think what other trains. I don't think it's M561 unless I see any trash cars. Which I don't see any yet. This could be M507, and here's why I say that. Because it has a lot of cars that are similar to M506. Slowing down. Sounds like he's hitting the brakes. Pickup trucks. Dodge pickup trucks. Could be M511. Not seeing any truck frame cars yet though. Dodge pickup trucks, M511, M507. Yeah. Yep, there goes more. There's our Chevys. Those look like Blazers. Trail Blazers, or whatever the heck you want to call them. Whoa! That's that wind. Go away. I get it, it's bringing in the warmer air, but dang, man. Two levels on that auto rack. Slowing way down. He's going to stop here right in front of me. That poor NS dispatcher, he said on the radio a while ago that he's got trains all lined up and he's just going to have to stop more trains. Oh, maybe not. Working on some slack here. Let's see what. Oh, now it seems like he's slowing down. Like, I don't know. It's hard telling. He pulled on it and he yanked on it. I don't think so. Look at this. Built 1968. Wow. There's a carbon black car, so that's what I'd say this is M507. Counterpart of 506. What's in those gondolas? They look like trash cars, but out of control. It's gonna be like an hour-long video. These slow trains. I'm so done with slow trains. Just a little bit faster would be nice because it's cold out here. Okay. I see the end. So he actually might make it through here, but sometimes they have stopped and the end of the train's been like 20 feet from the crossing. Even if they try to pull them up as far as they can to 252. They slowed him way down. I didn't really look over to signal if he had a medium approach or not. Well, all right, folks. I think that's going to do it for me on this one. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Bye-bye. Alrighty, folks. I think that's going to do it for me today. Well, for us, had a great time hanging out with Buckeye Free around a little bit this morning. Get to see him, and that's always fun. But he's an early bird, man. He is an early bird most of the time. Sometimes he'll get to the tracks at 6 a.m. or even before the sun comes up, and he's getting after it. Sometimes I'll do that, but it hasn't happened in a while that I've ever done that. And last time I did that, I went to Glendale. And I was also, well, down in Wyoming too. I did that once during the winter down in Wyoming. Caught Amtrak. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Just couldn't sleep, so I put some clothes on and went out and get some trains. It doesn't happen much because I love my sleep. So, but I had a great time today too. Minus the weather, it's warming up. We're heading into more seasonal temperatures. This cold snap it was hard but short-lived. But hey, most of the snow's melting away just because it's so warm. It's almost 40 degrees right now, but the wind is blowing up from the south. With the wind, you get a little bit of wind chill, even though it's warming up. But I think that's all I really got. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out, y'all. So like, comment, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so already. Hit that little alert button for me. You'll get all the notifications for when I post. And if you have more time, please watch another video, because every video you watch really helps the channel and really helps support the channel, and I really do appreciate that. Another great way to support the channel is to like the video, and if you're not subscribed when you watch the videos, go ahead and hit that subscription button. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. There's no catch. Just join the adventure crew. And when you join the adventure crew, you can come out with me on one of these mini adventures. With that, folks, until we meet again, have a good day.